Your person, the one who holds an irreplaceable space in your heart, is navigating a deep, soul-stirring transformation. Their path is not easy, but it is sincere and necessary. A shift is occurring within them, and it's as if the universe has whispered the truth of their actions into their ear, leaving them face to face with the emotional debris they've left behind. They are beginning to see clearly now, recognizing how profoundly they hurt you. They are finally acknowledging that they failed you in the moments you needed them most, when your love and loyalty were unconditional, when you gave them your heart without holding back. Now, that realization weighs heavily on them. Guilt and remorse consume them as they reflect on the depth of your love, the purity of your presence, and the way they took it all for granted. There is an ache in their chest where your presence used to reside, a hollow space filled with longing and regret. And within that ache grows a fire, a desperate desire for redemption. They want to show you that they are no longer the same person. They are ready now, ready to risk their pride, their fears, their comfort, all for you. You see, your person once saw you through a lens of awe and intimidation. Your presence was majestic, magnetic, almost otherworldly to them. They stood in front of you feeling small, unworthy, and unsure of how to rise to your level. You were radiant in your strength and grace. They admired you, perhaps even idolized you, but deep down they doubted whether someone like you could ever truly want someone like them. This insecurity became a wall, one they built themselves, brick by brick, to protect their fragile ego from the possibility of rejection. They assumed you would choose someone more capable, more confident, someone who could match your brilliance. And so they hid. They masked their true feelings. They pulled away. They didn't allow themselves to be vulnerable, to open up and tell you what their heart truly felt. But then, something changed. You stopped chasing. You stopped waiting. You turned your gaze inward and began to heal. You chose yourself. And in doing so, you shocked them to their core. They had convinced themselves that you would always be there, always available, always willing to wait. But watching you move forward without them, witnessing your peace and happiness apart from them, that shook them. It dismantled the illusion they had relied upon. They are bewildered by your silence. That you didn't lash out in anger, that you didn't demand an apology, that you didn't try to guilt them into staying, it's something they can't wrap their head around. It speaks volumes about your strength. Your quiet acceptance, your calm resilience, it has elevated their view of you even more. And now they see, with painful clarity, that losing you wasn't just about missing a partner. It was about losing someone who brought meaning to their life, someone who brought them closer to the divine. You taught them what love truly is. You opened their eyes to a spiritual depth they had never known before. In loving you, they found themselves brushing against the sacred, and now that you are gone, they are haunted by the emptiness. Your presence left an imprint, a sacred signature on their soul, and no matter where they go or who they try to replace you with, nothing compares. No one comes close. They now know they mishandled your love. They see their carelessness, their failure to protect what was precious, and it breaks them. They are not just sorry, they are shattered by the knowledge of what they let slip away. But amidst that heartbreak, there is a flicker of hope. A longing for one more chance. A chance to show you that they are not the same, that they have grown, that they are now willing to risk everything to love you the way you deserve. From the moment you entered their life, you became the center of their inner world. Not a day has gone by where they haven't imagined a life with you. These aren't fleeting daydreams, they are vivid, living visions of what could be. In their mind, they see the two of you sharing a quiet morning together, laughing over coffee, building a life hand in hand. These dreams aren't mere fantasies, they are the reflection of their soul's deepest yearning. To them, you are the epitome of beauty and grace. Your energy is warm and nurturing, and your presence feels like home. You have illuminated paths they didn't even know existed. You have made them believe in something greater, something sacred. And they need you to know this: you are not just someone they love. You are the meaning behind their existence. This love is not ordinary. It's not something they can define in words. It is a soul-deep love, a spiritual bond that goes beyond time and space. It is a connection that cannot be broken. They believe that you are their other half, not in a cliched or superficial way, but in the truest, most sacred sense. You are their twin flame, two souls cut from the same cosmic cloth, forever intertwined. But as beautiful as this connection is, it comes with a sacred responsibility. Your person is facing their karmic debts, the unresolved issues of their past, the patterns that need breaking, the lessons they must learn. They know they cannot come back to you carrying the same burdens, the same chaos. They do not want to taint your life with their unhealed wounds. They want to return as someone whole, as someone worthy of you. They are working through their karma now, making the changes that need to be made, even when it hurts. They are walking a difficult path not just for themselves, but for the promise of a future with you. And that is what fuels them. The thought of building a life with you, one that is peaceful, loving, and spiritually aligned. They want to be your partner in every sense of the word, someone who contributes to your happiness, not someone who takes away from it. Walking away from you is agonizing for them. They thought they could manage, that they could learn to live without you. But they were wrong. Your absence is a pain they carry every day. It lingers in every quiet moment, in every breath. Life feels dimmer without you in it. Since your separation, they have lived with a constant, gnawing fear, the fear that you have moved on, that your heart no longer beats for them. The thought that you might be building a future with someone else torments them. It keeps them up at night. And they are desperate to know where your heart stands now. Do you still love them? Do you still think of them? Do you still see a future together? When the two of you first aligned, it was like the universe itself held its breath. There was something cosmic about it, a magnetic force that defied all logic. In that moment, you both experienced a spiritual awakening so profound, it altered your perception of reality. It was as if you had been asleep all your life, and suddenly you woke up to a truth so clear, so beautiful, that it changed everything. The connection you shared was not just emotional or physical. It was sacred. It was spiritual. It was as if your souls recognized each other across lifetimes and chose to reunite in this one. You were never just lovers, you were reflections of each other. Two halves of the same divine flame. But such deep connections are rarely easy. They require healing, surrender, and transformation. There were times you both wanted to reach out, to bridge the gap, to speak the truth of your hearts. But fear held you back. Maybe it was the fear of rejection. Maybe pride stood in the way. Maybe it was simply the need for each of you to grow in your own sacred time. This path is not meant for the faint of heart. The twin flame journey is not just a romance, it is a spiritual mission. It demands your authenticity, your courage, your ability to face your shadows and transform them into light. It is often misunderstood and judged. But for those who walk it, it is the most beautiful and soul-expanding path one can take. This is your story. The journey of two souls who were destined to find each other, to awaken each other, to challenge and change each other. A journey that tests every fiber of your being, yet rewards you with the kind of love most only dream about. And despite all the pain, all the confusion, all the silence, this journey is not over. It is evolving. It is unfolding in divine timing. And in the end, it will lead you back home. Back to each other. Back to love. Because in the vastness of existence, your person sees only you. You are not just someone they once loved. You are the essence of their soul. The person who awakened a part of them they never knew existed, a part that longs to protect, cherish, and adore you forever. They disappeared without clarity, without closure, leaving you in a cloud of confusion. But the truth is, they weren't ready. There are pieces of their life that remain unfinished, unresolved. But the love they carry for you, it has not diminished. If anything, it has grown stronger, more refined, more real. And when the time is right, when the lessons are learned, when the karmic ties have been cleared, they will return. Not as the person who left, but as the one who is ready to stay. As the one who sees you, cherishes you, and knows in every part of their soul that you are, and always have been, their home.